What's up, fight fans? This is Slim Olokpe with Slim Olokpe Boxing. So, boxing just got flipped on its head because 1 minute, Dmitry Bivol was on top of the world. He was the undisputed light heavyweight champion after finally settling the score with Artur Beterbiev. And the next minute, Dmitry Bivol is stripped of his WBC title and Benavidez is crowned the champion without even throwing a punch. So, what just happened? What is really going on? Let's break it all down. Now, when Artur Beterbiev ended before his first loss in their historic undisputed showdown, the boxing world erupted because everyone from fans to top promoters like Eddie and even Turkey Al-Sheikh himself was demanding for a rematch. People were saying that the fight was so close that they want to see a rematch. But at the time, Artur Beterbiev was not interested, to be honest. Artur Beterbiev didn't want the fight. He didn't want the fight. He didn't want the rematch. And he wanted to retire undefeated as the undisputed king of the light heavyweight division. Or maybe even move up to the cruiserweight division to maybe become a champion in that division again and test himself, achieve some greatness and cement his legacy. But still, the pressure was too much on Artur Beterbiev. The fans were pressuring him to take the fight. Turkey Al-Sheikh, Eddie, everybody was asking for this fight. And even Artur Beterbiev himself, he was asked the question that does he think Dmitry Bivol will give him a chance if it has been that Dmitry Bivol won the first fight? Artur Beterbiev said no, he don't believe Dmitry Bivol would have given him a rematch. But Artur Beterbiev got offered the biggest payday of his career and finally he agreed to go into one more war with Dmitry Bivol. And then in the rematch, Dmitry Bivol showed the heart of a champion. He adjusted, he learned and he conquered. He was able to walk away as the new light heavyweight king of the division after the fight. But just when fans were ready to call it a wrap, Beterbiev flipped the script and he said, let us finish it with a trilogy. He said he gave Dmitry Bivol a chance for a rematch to become undisputed himself, and now he's making the demand for a trilogy. He wants to avenge the loss. And to be honest, yes, they deserve this trilogy because we can see the first fight. It was really close. Many people said Artur Beterbiev won the fight, and a lot of people also believe that Dmitry Bivol did enough to get the win. But at the end of the fight, Artur Beterbiev came out on top and he became the undisputed champion. Then he went into a rematch because Artur Beterbiev was pressured into the rematch and Dmitry Bivol was able to seize the chance to become an undisputed champion himself. This is a trilogy material. There is no other fight that deserves a trilogy more than this type of fight. This is the type of story that deserve a trilogy. Nobody should actually deny them from having this fight. They deserve the fight. The first fight was close. The second fight was very close. Let us see the third fight. But instead of having the third fight, Benavidez was eyeing opportunity instead because Benavidez wanted to face Canelo Saul Alvarez, and Canelo Saul Alvarez has been avoiding Benavidez for years. But because he wanted to get Canelo's attention, he decided to move up from the super middleweight division to the light heavyweight division because he can see that Canelo is fighting Dmitry Bivol. Okay, if that is what it takes, he wants to move up to go and fight Dmitry Bivol, beat Dmitry Bivol, even beat Artur Beterbiev if that is needed in order to just face Canelo Saul Alvarez. And in order to achieve this, the Mexican monster himself has climbed the light heavyweight ranks by beating Alexander Gosdy and dominating David Morrell, earning his place as the WBC mandatory challenger. So now here is where everything gets wild. WBC president Mauricio Sulaiman has said it clear that Bivol either fights Benavidez next or he's going to lose the belt. Although Bivol's team, they are trying to tell Benavidez team that look, step aside for us, let us have this trilogy. After this trilogy, then you can get your chance. But Dmitry Bivol and his team, they are not taking a step aside. They want the belt or the fight. And Mauricio Sulaiman, as the WBC president that has been denying this same David Benavidez a fight against Canelo Alvarez, is now coming out to say Dmitry Bivol that just became a WBC champion less than 2 months ago must take a fight immediately with David Benavidez or else he lose the title. And quickly, they have already set up a post-bid date, but Dmitry Bivol couldn't show up for the post-bid because he's not interested in the fight right now. As a man and as a champion, he wants to give Artur Beterbiev a chance because he knows that Artur Beterbiev, he deserves a chance to actually try to reclaim his undisputed status because he didn't have to give Dmitry Bivol a rematch. They didn't have to rematch, but he went into it. And now that Dmitry Bivol has gotten his own opportunity to become an undisputed champion himself, he is also trying to give Artur Beterbiev a chance to take it again so that they can settle the score. Because of course, this is a type of matchup that we need to settle the score. We have Beterbiev win one, we have Dmitry Bivol win one, so we need to settle it. Yes, of course, it doesn't have to be for the undisputed because the same thing happened to Alexander Usyk. By the time he fought Tyson Fury again, the IBF has already stripped him of the IBF title. So it happens. This is not the first time it is happening, but there is malice in this one. There there is malice in this one, and this is what the boxing fans are saying, because boxing fans are questioning Mauricio Sulaiman, saying that where is the same energy when Benavidez was Canelo's mandatory for years? Canelo even skipped David Benavidez and went up to fight Dmitry Bivol in the light heavyweight division, and he lost the fight, but still yet the WBC didn't strip Canelo of the WBC title. So the question is, does the fans want to see Dmitry Bivol versus David Benavidez, or does the fans want to see Dmitry Bivol versus Artur Beterbiev trilogy? Of course the fans want to see the trilogy between the two kings of the light heavyweight division. They have a matter to settle, and the honorable thing for David Benavidez to do is to let these guys settle their score. For me, he is a pussy for actually being an intruder in their story, and this is the same thing Deontay Wilder did when Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua were supposed to fight for undisputed. He took the case to court and still lost, but he robbed the boxing fans of history. You know, so this is not just about making money or about the clout. We need to know what this means for boxing. But instead of refusing the title as a true warrior, to say that, look, I'm a true warrior and I must earn my stripes in the ring, David Benavidez quickly took to Instagram to celebrate his title, saying that this is not how he actually wanted to become a champion in the division, but hey, he is a champion and that's what matters. Also, his team has also came out to say that, look, they are ready to face the winner of Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev, but to many fans it feels cheap to them. It's like a win without a war. But boxing fans, is Benavidez the villain now, or is just a fighter that is finally getting what he has long been denied? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.